Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I are Aries, my name is Chelsea, and this is the channel where we do all Aries readings. Today we're going to be talking about the Libra new moon. So it is going to start, the moon is going to start a new lunar cycle at around 5:26 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on October 21st, 2025. It's probably be around the time that I play this video. You'll be watching it. I'm recording it on October 20th in the evening, but that is when this will air, okay? So I'm going to read this about the Aries and how you will be affected from this new moon, okay? So this new moon is in Libra. It's lighting up a major moment of reflection, realignment, and renewal in your relationships, your partnerships, collaborations, and even contracts, okay? So Libra is your opposite sign, your cosmic mirror. So under this new moon, the universe is showing you what balance, harmony, and reciprocity really look like in your life. This energy isn't just about love, it's about restoring equilibrium between your desire to lead and your ability to receive. For Aries suns, the lunation activates the theme of partnerships, both romantic and business, showing where you're ready to meet others halfway, but without dimming your fire. And I would say Aries sun, also check your rising sign so you can see what house this is going to be affecting for you. For Aries risings, this new moon is happening in your 7th house of relationships, contracts, commitments, and bringing brand new beginnings, fresh agreements, and a chance to reframe how you show up for others. For Aries moons, the emotional side of this lunation may stir up deep desires for connection, peace, and understanding, asking you to lay down old defenses and open your heart to be seen. As we move through this lunation period, Libra teaches Aries that love isn't weakness, it's alignment. Okay? Balance doesn't dim your power, it refines it. Okay? So let's take a look here at the overall energy of this new moon. All right, Holy Spirit, spirits, and angels, please allow me to deliver a clear message here for the Aries collective. Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Stop right there. So we have the full moon in Leo. Don't let your pride get in the way. Could be dealing with a Leo, or you have some strong Leo placements in your chart. And we have the full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. You are good. I want to add, you are good enough to receive what you desire. At the bottom of the deck is a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. And that's what we're having here, new moon in Libra. So there could be a new romantic partnership that starts. Could also be a friendship, a collaboration, a business partnership. Okay? Or harmony is restored in an existing relationship. I'm going to pull from the other Moonology. Show me clearly this is for the Aries collective. What do they need to see? What is the energy around this new moon? What do we have here? Forgiveness, full moon. This came out in another deck. So forgiveness. What do you need to release in order to allow a new cycle, a new relationship cycle to start? Okay. Had a very deep conversation about this today with my Libra friend, actually. We were talking about the relationships that need to be healed from our childhood in order to begin new relationships in love. And that, it's funny we were having that conversation because we were talking about the new moon in Libra. And so that could be a thing as well. It says here in this new moon in Libra card, obviously a new romantic cycle begins, but what it's telling you is to allow yourself to receive that new romantic cycle by forgiving and letting go of the wounds that you've been carrying with you for a long time. I'm not saying to bury them or dismiss them. Honor them, feel them, but then release them, okay? All right, so let's take a look here. Holy Spirit, spirits, and angels, please show me clearly. This is for Aries. I'm going to pull an ancestor oracle. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. And this will be playing during the time of the new moon starting, because I will be doing the ritual at this time and lighting the candles. So we have the shapeshifter. Transform and unveil your gifts. Transform and unveil your gifts. Let's take a look at that, actually. shapeshifter energy. All right, there it is. Shapeshifter. So it says, take your time and focus on developing your gifts and strengths. In this shamanic, I can never say the traditions, a shapeshifter is either an animal that has the capacity to change between species, or a shaman who has the capacity to transform into an animal to go journeying. If there's a wild animal you're particularly drawn to or fascinated by, it's probably because you can transform into one in your meditation or journeying practice to go exploring in the other worlds. When you shift into animal form, you can see the world through different eyes and tap into the animal's survival skills to help yourself throughout a particular situation. I'm going to read the extended message too. It says, you may have been through many challenges and lows, but now you are in a space of transformation. You are moving beyond your past challenges and honing in on your current strengths. There are opportunities for you to discover and rediscover the gifts and talents that you were born with and born to share. All of your past experiences have only helped you see how strong you really are. So integrating that, transmuting that energy of the past experiences that have hurt you, that you felt like have crippled you, okay? And now you're transmuting that energy into your power. Oh, I didn't even know where they were. Here they are. All right, so let's take a look here. What is happening for Aries? What is being activated for Aries during this new moon and Libra? My nose itchy. Okay. What does Spirit want Aries to see? The Justice card. Well, that's not a coincidence, is it not? Justice energy, Libra energy. Okay, and if you see the scales right there, asking for balance. Where in your life needs to be balanced out, Aries, so you can receive the love or abundance that you desire? When we talk about wealth, being a container for abundance and wealth, is your life in balance? And is your life in balance in other areas of your life to allow yourself to receive that type of wealth? Are you sleeping 8 hours a day? Are you eating healthy? Are you exercising? Are you doing the things that you can become, that allow you to become a healthy container to hold that type of abundance and enjoy it, right? The whole point is to enjoy it. That's the only reason why we want the things that we want, is for enjoyment. Health is wealth, right? So there needs to be this energy of taking care of yourself. And also, Aries, I feel like this is with relationships, with the Justice energy. Where have you been allowing yourself to be mistreated, or been allowing yourself to be put last in situations where you always put others first? The sword here in this hand is asking you to face the truth of a situation, and then the scales are asking you now to seek balance, okay? The Justice card does not pick favorites. It's the energy of balance in the world, right? If we have too much rain, everything is going to go underwater. If we have too much sun, all of the crops are going to burn out. It's the same thing with life and yourself, right? This world has to be in balance and harmony. And if it doesn't, something is going to die, right? So don't let it be yourself. Don't let it be your soul, okay? And this also speaks to forgiveness as well. If there's been a situation in your life where you've been holding on to you've been carrying a lot of resentment and heartache, it may be time for you to let this go. And it's not for the other person who may have hurt you, but for yourself, so you can thrive and you can live. I'm seeing here at the bottom of the deck with the Tower energy, this is something here that's going to create a radical shift or change in your environment and your energy. And right underneath is the Nine of Pentacles. So this could be restoring your health, your wealth, your beauty, your energy. I was looking at the other day, I saw something posted, I think it was on Facebook, and it was showing like the difference between people who get out of toxic relationships versus like when they first started a relationship, how they look so healthy, they look so glowing, and then versus while they're in a relationship and they can kind of look drained, or after when they look better. And obviously not all relationships do that. I think a good indication to know that you're in a balanced, healthy relationship is if your life is thriving. Usually when it's an imbalance, somebody is going to be suffering, and not just emotionally, usually financially, usually physically, health-wise. So ask yourself, especially for the people who have set their intentions for love, How can you allow yourself to be in a relationship that is healthy and balanced? And maybe what are the ways in past relationships that they weren't? What's the challenge here for Aries? Temperance, balance. That's the biggest challenge for us. And patience, right? It's an Aries. I used to get triggered when people always say, like, Aries are so impatient, da, da, da. Well, it's because we just want to move so fast. It's not nearly about us just always wanting to get things so quickly. We just have things to do. We have things to do. We want to keep going. But this is important, Aries, this balance, okay? Especially when you get good at doing something, you just want to do. When we enjoy something that we do, we want to do it all the time. But there has to be a balance in that energy. One, so you don't wear yourself out. Two, you don't get bored of the thing or you don't lose that interest, okay? All right, and then balance is just healthy. This is Temperance energy, Sagittarius energy. This could be you dealing with a Sagittarius or you balancing out an area of your life that is ruled by that Sagittarian energy. I know for me, it's in my 6th house, my daily activities. So for you, look where Sagittarius rules your whatever house it may be and see if you're needing balance in that area of your life. Even seeing the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Show us what Aries needs to focus on. Look at that. The Emperor. You, yourself. I think this came out earlier. Yourself. Being in control maybe with your emotions, your thoughts, your health. The Emperor here is the king of all of the kings, right? All of the 4 kings in the tarot. So he is embodying all of those things in balance and harmony. He's mastered each area of that space in his life. So for this to be coming up in the area of what you need to focus on, that is you, okay? What makes you you? And examining all areas of your life, not just your career and finances, not just your love life, not just your healing. Where can you touch each one of those spaces and give a little bit to it to make you a better you at the end of the day? In the past, we have the 10 of Swords. And look at the bottom of the deck is the Devil. It fell out, okay? It's the Devil. So in the past position, you've been through a lot. You've been through betrayals. You've been through terrible endings. Maybe you've been through mental health issues. All right? Maybe you've been through situations of poverty, homelessness, job loss, okay? Losing of people, grief. But the 10, when you reach to the 10 of any suit, it means completion. It means done. And this is in your past position. So something here, obviously you've been through an awful lot, but it is saying that it is over now. And the Justice card coming in the main position for you is saying now it's time to put your life in balance. Yes, in the past it has been very difficult for you, but now it's time for balance. Now it's time for you to get what you deserve. Let's see here. What's crowning Aries? Okay. We have the 4 of Cups. So this is like this is like where you need to rebuild yourself emotionally. I think a lot of people don't talk about that, like the grief after endings of relationships, job loss, and then you just kind of like want to naturally go into the next thing. But I think you need to spend time building yourself back up emotionally and also getting to know yourself again, especially if it's a relationship thing, right? So many times you dwell on what was lost, what you've lost out of yourself, your interests that you may have lost, the people and connections that you may have lost. And so you need to refocus on the things that you used to love to do, and gratitude as well, especially gratitude after leaving a difficult situation like this. Okay, so let's put that here. Show us clearly what is the energy coming towards Aries in the near future. 6 of Cups. All right, so reciprocity in love, emotions, okay, and also healing. I feel like this is representing healing in your relationships, especially the relationships that may not even be like, it could be the relationships that are not present anymore. And this is what I mean by that. Like if there were situations with past soulmates and there was hurt and pain through those relationships. Even if those people are not in your life anymore, there's a sense of healing around what has happened. And that could be romantic. It also could be family is what I'm picking up on mostly. And this even could be with your own children or parents, whatever it may be. I feel like there's a sense of healing that is taking place in that relationship sector that is going to allow new, look at this, new relationships to come in now. And it's almost like a sense of you learning how to be loved, right? That's kind of what I'm getting here. It's like you're learning how to allow yourself to receive love and not just always be the giver in the relationship dynamic, okay? Because Aries do have a tendency to overgive, to overcompensate, to people please. And that's whether you're an Aries sun, moon, or rising, I've noticed that in a lot of Aries. So you also have to learn how to be able to receive and know that you're worthy of receiving love. Worthy of receiving love. When this Four of Cups came out, I saw the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And I felt like this is like almost not just somebody dwelling on the losses of love, but also kind of feeling like love is not going to happen for them because of just who they are and what they've always experienced. And that's that very thought alone that makes you miss the opportunities in beautiful love because you don't feel like you're ready or enough. And it might not even be a conscious thing. It could be a subconscious thing where you push or deny love, healthy relationships away. And then you tend to allow the F-boys and the F-girls to come through. So yeah, look at this, Aries. You're showing up as the Eight of Pentacles, doing the work. Doing the work, examining yourself. This could be therapy. This could be self-help. This could be Reiki. But this is you evaluating yourself in your situations and rebuilding yourself up from where you have come from, right? And once you get to the Ten of Pentacles, that's a full-blown relationship. In your environment, you have the High Priestess. So the High Priestess speaks to a spiritual connection or somebody you are intuitively connected to, right? If it's in a romantic or partnership sense. I also feel like this is a connection to your spirit guides on the other side or the Akashic records that you may be tapping into through meditation. I feel like that's very strong. But I feel with the Justice, I always say this energy over here is connected to the main energy. With this coming out, this is kind of like a spiritual connection that you deserve. Alignment, balance, harmony with something or someone that you deserve this new chapter in your life. You deserve to be treated well, to be treated fairly, and then also to experience this spiritual connection. So let's see here. What else we have? Hopes and fears for Aries. King of Cups wanting to come out. So far, the signs that we have are Libra energy, Aries energy, Sagittarius energy, and the High Priestess is Pisces. Okay, so what came out is the Ten of Cups. And I asked about the hopes and fears. Some of you obviously hoping for this happily ever after, but at the same time, once you get it, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with this? With this type of love, with this type of balance, with this type of harmony? What am I going to do when I finally get the thing that I've prayed for? A lot of people don't think that far ahead. And then once it gets there, it's like, okay, what's about to go wrong? What is about to happen? This is too perfect. This is too good to be true. And then you start thinking that way, and then somebody, quote unquote, proves it. But do we think that maybe they proved it or you projected it? That's a question there. That is a question that we are going to have to ask, okay? The Ten of Cups is showing, though, that there is going to be harmony, balance, and beautiful love coming in. The Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck, though, is saying, I am dwelling on my past situations that have failed, that have kept me in balance. Spirit's like, you need to focus on the truth, that you are loved, you are capable of love, you are worthy of love. Empress energy. There it is. Outcome, the Fool. A brand new cycle. A brand new chapter in your life. And look, the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. It's like you want this, you're praying for this, you're asking for this, but then you're stressing over it at the same time, whether you're receiving it or you're stressing over not receiving it and how to receive it and what do you do when you do receive it. Too much stress, too much worry, too much anxiety. That is not love. That is not self-love. Allowing yourself to constantly stress and being that frequency all the time. So let's clarify these. Actually, before we clarify, I'm going to pull the messages of love. Show me clearly the themes here that are showing up in this reading for the Aries collective. This Libra new moon energy. Show me the themes that are showing up here. We have play hard, find time to laugh and goof off and enjoy each other. So if you're in a relationship already, there could be too much focus on maybe what the other person is not doing. Maybe there's too much focus on work, and they're asking you to find time to laugh and have fun with your partner. That's balance. Then you got forgiveness again. Second time forgiveness has come out. Forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. And the last card here, true love. This came out in the weekly. True love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. So I feel like this might be speaking to someone who's already in a relationship or connection. You might need to kind of get back to the basics, to why you fell in love with each other, enjoying yourself, maybe taking a trip, doing something, a date night, and then allowing yourself not only to forgive the other person, but to forgive yourself and to move forward. Also, if you're not with anybody, this is the same thing, Aries, with yourself. Maybe you need to find time to go out and enjoy yourself and have fun. Forgive yourself for your shortcomings or the places where you feel like you didn't reach a goal. Let that go. Truly love yourself. And when you do that, you will attract the type of love that you really desire. There's too much beating yourself up. Too much. Let's take a look at the Justice card here. Too much beating yourself up. Let's see the Justice here. The Nine of Wands. This could be firmer boundaries, but the Nine of Wands is that wounded warrior energy. I've been through a lot. I'm bruised up. I'm banged up. But I'm still persevering. I'm still going. And Spirit is saying you don't have to operate like that. You don't have to carry your wounds with you every step in the way. You can stop and you can release that and you can heal and allow yourself to move forward in balance and harmony. Right? I'm seeing the Magician at the bottom of the deck. Tell me more about the Justice. We have the Hangman, seeing things from a different perspective. Again, I keep getting someone who is looking at their life through the lens of either poverty, loneliness, betrayal, heartbreak, and they're like, the Justice card is really trying to get you to look at life in a different way. That it can be beautiful, it can be balanced, you can get what you desire. Tell me about the Fool card and the outcome. The Devil in reverse. So the Fool is trying to get you to break out of toxic habits, addictions, things that you're tempted to, the things that usually pull you back into your old ways, or the people that pull you back into your old ways. I like to see the Devil in reverse because it means that the chains are breaking, or the chains are falling. Whatever those things are that you were chained to, whether it was a person, a way of doing something, some sort of codependent relationship, addiction, or even a psychic, I don't want to say psychic attack, but something that may have had a stronghold on your mind. Tell me more about the Fool. Four of Pentacles, something that you may have been subconsciously holding on to, some sort of wound or toxic energy that you tend to hold on to. And what does that look like? Like telling the same story over and over again of betrayal or heartache or pain, or your life, like woe is me type of energy. Not saying that that's not valid, but when you hold on to that so tightly as your identity, it's like you keep reliving the same thing over and over again. But I like that the Devil is in reverse, because it feels like you're going to be releasing that. Tell me about the Six of Cups. We've got the Three of Cups. We got the Nine of Cups. And we got the Five of Cups. So this is the energy of feeling abandoned and left out in some area of your life. Remember I said there's a relationship healing. You're healing some sort of relationship, whether that relationship is present now or it's a past relationship, but you're healing that in order for you to receive love. Three of Cups here. Be celebrated, not just by your lover, but your friends and your family or whoever comes into your life, allowing you to accept compliments and enjoyment and friendship. The Nine of Cups is here. Enjoyment, wish fulfillment, desires. I feel like you're moving out of this energy of Five of Pentacles of feeling alone or left out and abandoned. It's going to change your whole frequency. This morning, I keep wanting to say the morning energy reading. This morning when I did the, was that the weekly, it went from the overall energy was the Five of Pentacles. The Page of Wands came in the middle, but it went to the Ten of Pentacles. So there's this energy of being restored energetically and maybe even financially once something changes in your life, or once you take action in a direction to create new energy, optimism as well. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles, Aries energy. Five of Wands wanted to come out. Tell me about the Eight. There it is, Five of Cups. So Five wanted to come out. Fives represent changes. So you get the Five of Cups in reverse here. This is turning away from whatever you were focusing on that was keeping you stuck, or focusing on whatever was hurt or wounded in your love life. And here you are rebuilding yourself back up. So this is good. This is beautiful. Tell me more about Aries. Aries energy, Eight of Pentacles. Four of Swords, healing. Taking a step back to evaluate your situation, mentally healing. Maybe even disconnecting from someone, not speaking to them in order to heal a situation. Tell me about the High Priestess. Ace of Wands, King of Pentacles. I'm telling you, there's somebody coming in of value who is going to be committed, mean what they say what they mean, and there's going to be a spiritual connection with this person, intuitive. And maybe you feel it before you even meet them, or you feel it as soon as you meet them. You could have some sort of vertex synastry. We have the Ace of Wands here as well. The Ace of Wands is a new beginning, chemistry, attraction. So like almost like an instant psychic attraction. But this person here is not, it's not just like karmic. It's like this person is really going to be putting in the work. Okay, Six of Pentacles, reciprocity. There's that scales again, Libra energy. Really going to be putting into the work with you. Two of Cups, soulmate connections. Tell me about the Ten of Cups here in the future position. And the Ten of Cups is the Fool again. So a new relationship, a new romantic start. A new chance to have the happiness that you've been dreaming of. I don't care what age you are, as long as you have breath in your body, you're able to start over again. Tell me about the Four of Cups. Ooh, we have the Justice card. So when it flipped around in reverse, they're the Strength card. There could have been a period where you were not allowing yourself to have what you deserve, and like some sort of self-punishment. Like you were keeping yourself isolated or punishing yourself in a way where you weren't allowing yourself to receive certain pleasures and enjoyment or love because maybe you felt like you weren't ready or you weren't in a good place. But you're learning that you do need balance. You do need balance. Okay. One more. Let's clarify the Emperor and what Aries needs to focus on. Wheel of Fortune. Focusing on yourself so the cycles that you're going through can change. Page of Swords here, energy, is a new way of thinking, doing something, communicating as well. Could be learning something new as well. The Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. All right. So I'm going to leave it here for you, Aries. A good thing to do during this new moon energy is you can take a spiritual bath. You can write down what you're releasing, especially in relationship and partnerships, to allow the new thing to come to you. You can burn that paper. If it's abundance, you can write what you want as far as the wealth or money on a bay leaf and burn that as well. So if you need any ideas for any rituals that you can do at home, you can comment in the comment section and I will reply and give you those, whatever you may need. And just let me know what your focus of let me know what your intention is, your focus of intention. All right, take care.